Dictionary in Python. We already know what is a standard English dictionary. A standard English dictionary consists of some words. Corresponding to each word, there will be some meanings. So similarly, in Python, dictionary consists of a set of keys, and corresponding to each key, there will be associated data values. So it is actually an association of key and value, or a key value pair. And in a dictionary, the key should be unique and the values may not be. So we will see how we will define a dictionary in Python. So in order to define a dictionary, I use a variable name d1, and we use a curly braces in order to define the dictionary, and we define each key and value pair. So my first key is name, so I use a key that is name is the key, and corresponding to name you will be having a value, key value pair. So then a key and value should be separated by colon. Okay, name is my key, colon, and corresponding value, you can give any value, just give the value of the name as rank. Then comma, this is the first key value. Similarly, you can have the second key as age and colon and give the value as 18. Then the third key, can give the third key as class and colon, and the corresponding value is S1. Okay, so this is a dictionary. So when you give type of D1, can see it is a class dictionary. Now, each of the values are key value pair. So if you want to access an element from the dictionary, what you do is use a subscript method, and inside the subscript you have to define the key, not the index. So if you want to get the value for the age, give d of age. So what happens is a value corresponding to the key age will be displayed. So inside the subscript we are using the key value instead of index in the case of a dictionary. Now how to insert key or update key. If you want to update any key, that is I want to add another key, use the subscript another key, that is college. Just give the subscript as college and give the value. I give the value of the college as A, B, C. See, if I print D1, that key college is added with the value ABC. So this is how you insert the keys, and you can also update the value. If I want to update the value of the college, again use a subscript and give the key value as college. I want to update the value, so I use a value as GHI. So what happens is D1, when you print D1, the value of the college will be updated. So this is how you can insert new keys, and also how you can update the key values. Then if you want to remove any key, you can use the command delete, del. I want to delete the age, so I use the subscript and specify age. This D1 of age I need to delete, so just use the command del. So if you print D1, you can see that key value pair, that is age 18, that one is deleted. Then if you just use the command length, len of D1, you see what is the output? len of D1 returns 3. That means in D1 there are actually 3 key value pairs. So the len will actually returns the number of key value pairs in the dictionary. Here there are 3 key value pairs: name, class and college. So you will be getting the len will giving you the output as 3. Then you can use the in operator to check whether a particular key is present or not. Class. So you have to check where the class in D1. So it will return true. That is, the key class is there in the dictionary D1. You can simply use the in operator to check whether a key value is present in the dictionary or not. Then you have some other dictionary methods. .get. .get is to return the value of the key which is specified inside the bracket. So when you give a key here, .get will returns a value. Okay, and if you give a command default over here, if that particular key is not present, it will give you default. Okay, if the default is not specified, it will give none. Then there is an operation .pop. It will remove that key specified in the bracket. You are giving a key here, so that key value will be removed, and also it returns a value. Then .keys, .values, .items operations are there. So you can see the first one is .key. This is our dictionary D1. If I just give D1.keys of what happens is it will give you or returns all the keys in your dictionary, and this will be returned as a list. Similarly, if you give D1.values of, it will return all the values corresponding to the keys. That is again as a list. And if you give D1.items, it actually gives you the key value pairs, and again as a list with each tuple containing the corresponding key value pair. So here you have the first tuple name RAM, that is a key value pair. Second tuple is class S1, then college GHI. So you can see all these are again forms a list. So it returns a list of tuples containing the key and value pair. If you want to delete or remove all the items in the dictionary, you can simply use d1.clear. Clear will remove all the items from the dictionary. Now there is an operation aliasing and copying. So you have already seen this aliasing and copying operations. So say, consider I have a dictionary D1, and D1 is having the values that I enclose in braces. That is, I have the first key as 1 and corresponding value is RAM, and I have the second key. So take comma. Second key is 2 and corresponding value is Sam, and the third key is 3 and corresponding value is Ma'am. So just see, this is my dictionary D1. I just give D1 equal to D2. Sorry, D2, I just give D2 equal to D1. That is, all the values of D1 I have just copied to D2. D2 equal to D1. Now I just give some changes. I just update the values of D2. That is, I just update the values of D2. That is key 2. I am going to update it as at rate. Okay, so if you print D2, what happens is the key 2 values is updated as at rate. Then if you print D1, you can see D1 is again updated with the same value. Okay, so this is aliasing. That is what happens is D1 and D2 will point to the same memory location. Now consider I am using another variable D3. Okay, I use another variable D3 and here I use the command copy. It is D3 equal to D1 dot copy of. Use the command copy. Okay, so this is D3 and this is D1. Now I am going to update the value corresponding to key 3 as this. Okay, so what happens is D3 is this value, the value corresponding to key 3 is updated, and when I check for D1, D1 is not updated. That is a copy of D1 is copied to D3. So what happens is the first one is copying, make a copy of the same, and with a copy you are making some changes. So what happens is it does not affect the original one. But in the another case, the same one, you are creating an alias of the original dictionary or aliasing of the original dictionary. So in this case, when you change one, it will affect the other also. So this is a difference between aliasing and copy. Then how to traverse a dictionary? You can use a for loop as in the case of list tuple, etc. So you can use for I in D1. For I in D1. If you just give print I for I in D1 and if you just give print I, you see it will print the key values 1, 2, 3. But if you want to print the values, if you want to print not the keys, the values, what you need to do is for I in D1, for I in D1, print D1 of, you want to print the values. So values corresponding to the ith key. So you just give print D1. Sorry, I have missed out some values here. So you have to give print for I in D1. Give print of bracket should be there, that I have missed out. Print D1 of I. So see what happens. You can see all the values corresponding to the keys are printed. Okay. So if you just print, if you just give print I, all the keys will be returned. If you just give print D1 of I, that is using the subscript, you can print out the value. So this is how you print the key value pair. So traverse a dictionary this is how you traverse a dictionary in Python. Okay, so this is all about the dictionary. So what you need to understand is in dictionary there are both keys and values. So it is saved as a key value pair. So if you want to get the particular value, you have to use the subscript. So inside the subscript you will be using not the index but the key value. The key value should be used inside the subscript in order to get the value. So this is a basic concept of a dictionary, and try to do perform some problems based on this. Thank you.